Hello, my name is Trey, Talley. I'm the author of the new book, Sticks, Stones, Sabbaths, and Sundays, Seeing the Sabbath in Light of the New Covenant. It's a book I've written in regards to how we are to see the Sabbath now that we are under and in the new covenant that Jesus Christ has made. The Sabbath has been confusing for many, many years. You can go back to people like St. Augustine, Calvin, Luther. You can go forward into great teachers like R.C. Sproul or James Montgomery Boyce or various confessions of faith throughout church history. And you can see lots of variation as far as what do we do with the Sabbath. If we go back into the Old Testament, all the way back into the Mosaic era, the Mosaic law, we see that people were stoned to death if they worked on the Sabbath. And not like a full day of work, but a simple task of picking up sticks. So what are we supposed to do with the Sabbath now? Are Christians held to that same accountability? Perhaps not death, but if you work on Sunday, are you supposed to be disciplined by your church? If they warn you and you continue to work on Sunday, are you supposed to be excommunicated from the church? Is the Sabbath now truly moved to Sunday or not? Is there some greater rest that we're supposed to be looking towards besides a literal day? All those questions and more are going to be answered in this book. It's something that I've struggled with for many years, and many people within our congregation and Christians that I know have struggled with as well. So I hope this book will be a help for you. That's a basic introduction, and let me just kind of get into the book a little bit. And I'm going to try to do less than 5 minutes per episode on each chapter just to give you kind of a quick run through of the book. So starting off, there is an introduction in the book where I basically talk about growing up in a small town. And in my small town, our church was directly across the street from our grocery store, which was Piggly Wiggly. And the stores were closed on Sunday as we were in a small town. The rules were the blue laws, which everything had to be closed on Sunday. And I remember as a child that we got word that the grocery store was going to start being open on Sundays. And this came up during the church service on one Sunday morning. Our church was directly across the street. We even shared the same parking lot. And this was going to be big news. Our pastor let us know about it. Other churches and Christians in the community were quite upset about this, that the grocery store was actually going to be open on a Sunday. And we were, of course, advised not to shop at the store, not to get groceries at the store, etc. And a few months later, I remember walking out of church, and for the first time ever, as a young man in our town, I looked across the street and the grocery store was open. And lo and behold, there were actually cars at the grocery store on Sunday. And I remember as a young man being taught that this was wrong, being taught that this was sinful, looking over there and just astonished, shocked that someone would be willing to sin in such a public way right there on Main Street for everyone to see, even all the people that are coming out of church on Sunday. Well, as time went on, this of course immediately was big talk in our town, but as weeks went on and as months went by, before long it was kind of becoming normative. And I remember getting out of church one Sunday, looking across the street again at all the cars, and there was nothing said by anyone walking with us. And I remember my dad driving over to that same store and telling me to run in and get a gallon of milk. And I remember that moment because it was like, what happened? You know, what changed? Was this bad? Was this evil? Was this sin? Am I in sin by getting the milk now and not? And then before long, it became just a regular day to get groceries for our family and for every other family in the town that at one time thought this was sin. So my point is, what about that? Which view was right? Was it a sin to open the store on a Sunday? Was it not a sin to open the store on Sunday? Was it a sin for me to go get milk that day or for my family to get groceries that day on a Sunday? Was it a sin for the people to be working in the store on a Sunday? These questions need answered, and they were quite foggy in my mind for many years. So I hope this book helps you answer those questions and many more regarding the Sabbath. And we'll start next time in chapter 1. Thanks for listening.